What's up, everybody? Another day of push and record and talking to y'all. And if you had $10,000 sitting in your account today, what you do with it could change the rest of your life. Now, I'm going to be talking about the best ways to invest your $10,000. We in a past video we talked about why $10,000 is such a huge milestone for people. So you've gotten to $10,000. You've pushed through all the, budgeting and the saving, and you finally made it to 5 digits in your bank account, something that most people never do. Before people even get there, they're usually reset, and that's why they never build the muscle of actually saving consistent money. But now you're thinking, I made it. I made the $10,000. Now what should I do with it? And that's what we're going to talk about. One of the first things you should be doing is, we talked about an emergency fund, making sure you at least have 3 to 6 months. If anything happens, you can try to reevaluate life, look for another job, and not be worried about paying rent or whatever. So, I think that's one of the first things you're going to want to do with your money. So maybe that $10,000 stays at $10,000 and you build some more. Or you take a portion of that to kind of be like the foundation of your emergency fund. And then what you want to do, once you have that money, is to start making it work for you one way or another. One of the best ways is to make sure you're paying off any high interest debt. So if you have like a credit card or something that's at like 20% interest, you want to pay that off as fast as possible, because before even investing, you're not going to get 20% of return on your money is going to be the best thing you can do. So that's why they recommend paying off your debt. You want to pay that off first before you start trying to build all this stuff, because anything you earn in investing without paying off that debt just kind of negates itself. So paying off debt is not sexy. It's not fun. You feel like you're just giving up your money, but it's actually money that you already spent. So paying that off and getting that clear is probably definitely one of the first things you want to do if you want to be financially free and be wealthy. So first step there. The next thing you might want to do is, with that emergency fund I was telling you, if you want to be safe, you could just keep it in a high yield savings account. Something that's getting you anywhere between 3.5 to 4% on your money yearly. And so if you have money in there, you'll get money just put into your account every month, accruing interest on that stuff. So that's one way that you can make money with your money just sitting there. You don't want to be in one of those bigger banks that's only giving you like 0.1%, because they'll give you nothing. So this is important about making sure you have something like, for me, the high yield savings stuff that I use is 2 different bank accounts. One is Ally and the other one is SoFi, and they both give about the same annual return on your money in there. So that's where my money will sit, and it makes money by being in there. The next thing I would do is probably start looking into investing. I recommend, as early on as possible, trying to get into a Roth IRA. For me, I do it through Vanguard, but if you can set up a Roth IRA and make the contributions, they allow you up to $7,000 a year to put in there. Because the reason why I recommend the Roth IRA and getting yourself educated with that sooner than later is because when you go to pull that money out when you retire at 65, it's all tax-free. So you won't have to pay any taxes on that, because you already paid it on the money that you made. So they allow you to put up to, that's why they have a limit on it, $7,000, because people would put all their money into it and not have to pay taxes and reap all the benefits. So that's why I recommend looking into starting, we're talking about investing for the future, not investing for quick turn money and all this stuff. So that's why I recommend the Roth IRA. You start thinking about your future, you're putting away money that is just pay yourself first, and it's working in the background. And that's the ultimate tax break by investing in that. But say you want to invest in something where maybe 10, 15 years from now, you might want to use the money for a house or something comes up or something. That's when you'd want to open up a brokerage account. I use Robinhood. A lot of people use other things, but Robinhood is where I do most of my investing. That's where I have my investing in Ethereum. That's where I have my investing in a bunch of stocks. But What you want to get into is an ETF or an index fund. An index fund or an ETF in like the S&P 500. There's VOO, there's QQQ. I do SPY. I also do VOO in another account, but I mentioned SoFi before. SoFi is cool because it has high interest, but it also allows you to invest. So that's where I'm investing my VOO in, just another account. I like to spread it out, not keep everything in one place. But in Robinhood, you can set up automatic payments and dollar cost average into the market. You don't want to just put like lump sums. Like sometimes I'll throw $1,000 in, but that starts my dollar cost averaging into the market. And then every week I'm putting in like $20 here, $100 here, whatever it is. But it's automatic. And you'll want to invest inside of like SPY or VOO or QQQ or something like that. I have individual stocks too. That's another thing you can get into, but it's a little bit more risky. The ETFs and index funds into the S&P 500 is going to get you an average return of like 8 to 10% year over year, they say. So, you know, some years are worse than others, but over time it all averages out between that. So that's what I would recommend if you're looking into like brokerages like that. But if you're looking into like individual stocks, that's where like you start getting it becomes a little bit more riskier. And you know, you have to do your research on stuff like that. Not just like, I heard this person, like not listening to just my advice, like going off and researching this stuff I'm talking about so you can make your own decisions, informed, know the fundamentals of investing in a company, you know, what their market cap is, like what they're worth, all these things that, you know, I'm still learning about too. But, you know, I'm invested in certain stocks like Tesla, Nvidia, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Apple, AMD, Waste Management. These are just a couple of things that I'm individually put in, but like I've kind of reallocated my money to just go into S&P, the SPY, SCHD, I think Nvidia and Microsoft and Ethereum. Those are like my investments right now because I have my money sitting into other stocks. Now I'm kind of putting money into these ones now at the moment. That's just kind of like me being transparent with my investments in there. But you know, these are all things that you can start doing once you have that 10K. You can start thinking about the future as opposed to thinking about right now and paying a bill right now and stuff. So I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know. I know I talked about saving the 10,000, but now we're talking about what to do once you have 10,000. And it's not even about keeping on to 10,000. It's really using that to build the foundation for living the best life that you could live, a life on purpose. So if you like have $10,000 or you have money and you're looking to like get into investing, I would recommend getting into this. It's simple. It's not complicated. Like you just have to set up your systems. But this is the type of stuff that's going to really take you into the future and start taking that weight off your shoulders. So that's pretty much all I got for this one, guys. If you made it this far in the video, you are awesome. You're the best. You're who I do it for. You. Leave me a comment. Let me know you made it this far in the video. Or let me know, like, what would you invest in? Like, what are your recommendations if someone had money stacked up and they want to invest or do something with it? What do you suggest? I would love to know in the comments. My name is Sai. I'm an actor, creative director, and daily YouTuber. And I help creatives like yourself take what you love and turn it into something real and build a life that actually works. So if you found value in this video, smash that thumbs up button, hit that notification bell, like this video, so you can get notified every time we drop videos daily. And if you like content like this, please subscribe. It really helps me out. It's free, helps the channel out, and you can always change your mind whenever you want. In the description, I have a link to my free school community, Creative Momentum. I'm looking for an all-star person that's looking to change the game in the next year and the future to work with me. Just get to know me so we can, you know, let each other know and motivate each other. If that's you, you're watching this video, you're like, man, I would love to work with him. Like, it's free, it's easy. All you have to do is join my group. Link in the description. In the description, you'll also see some books that changed the game for me. I really recommend you checking those out and reading them when you're ready to make that mind shift. And also YouTube is popping up these videos on your screen recommending you're gonna really like them, and I know you will. All right, guys, you're not behind. You're just getting started. So let's build this life on purpose. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Boom.